You see, Kyle, his perception is to build running back, D linemen, linebackers, safety, tight ends, all this, but he doesn't focus on what Andy Reid and Bill Belichick look to establish. These great coaches that look to establish a great O line and then great
Hmm.
quarterbacks first. You can't go for the quarterback last. It's not going to work out in your favor. And
Mm-mm.
Kyle, the way he runs his scheme is just, it's not a good way to run a scheme because he gets the quarterback injured almost every single year. He runs a play action, got Jimmy Garoppolo injured off a play action play, got a D line
Slow developing pass plays with a bad offensive line.
and then the O line, he needs O linemen to protect. You can't put Tyler Croft, a second tight end, on Hassan Reddick on like it just
Is
looks.
Tyler Croft even in the league anymore? Like, did he get cut?
Dude, I don't even know. He shouldn't be in the league though.
I
He's
don't know.
terrible tight end, but he did.
Like, I don't think he's in the league. Oh no, he's on. He's on. Excuse me. He's on Miami.
Like
Let's
I
see what
get
happens.
a guy like Kittle block us on Reddick or something, but a guy like Tyler Croft, you cannot rely on him to block us on Reddick. And then
Nah.
the third of all, it's like, well, Andy Reid, the foundation he built. A lot of people call Kyle and John Lynch. Yes, John Lynch made a trade from CMC, but did that really help us get over the hump to go win that Super Bowl? It really, the whole thing
I
just,
mean, it got because they didn't win the Super Bowl because their quarterback got hurt because they can't keep their quarterback healthy. And you
yeah.
had Christian McCaffrey out there running for his life in the NFC
And then
Championship with no quarterback. They're like,
CMC,
"Hey, Christian, play Wildcat." Hey,
yeah,
remember when Christian threw that pass in the NFC Championship game to no one? You
yeah.
probably don't, but it happened. There was actually one play where he threw a pass. It was great. Sorry.
Yes, but CMC also has an injury history. But why do you want to trade for a guy who has injury history when you're known for getting players injured? It doesn't make any sense. I don't think John and Kyle are on the same page. Like, I think Jed just needs to blow up this whole front office and then just like restart it because at this point, this Bosa thing is getting out of hands. Parag Marate needs to like handle this or something, get it done with. Because without Bosa, we saw what happened in 2020. We didn't have Bosa. Jimmy Garoppolo gets injured. George Kittle gets injured. And we have to rely on Nick Mullins and CJ Beathard, which is like the worst option you can go to. And
The Niners aren't that far away from being that team right
yeah,
now. I mean,
option,
Bosa's not here.
yeah.
Purdy, one injury away from being at Sam Darnold and no Bosa, which is a 5 or 6 win team.
And then
Yeah.
I want to relate to T Bizzle. For him to say Brock has more athleticism
Thank
and
you.
mobility than Trey Lance, I think that's like a bad take because Trey Lance is 6'4" and he could run. Like he talked about Kaepernick. Like, yeah, Purdy's nowhere near Kaepernick. Like I've been watching the 49ers since 2012. Like
It's a
Kaepernick, he
bad
was
take.
like different. Like he was
Yeah.
6'4", a guy who could just get down the field quick. Like you're not in Purdy, you're not getting a Michael Vick or Lamar Jackson, but Trey Lance actually had the ability to be a Josh Allen or like be in the potential to be in one of those quarterbacks. Purdy is just like you can say he can be a Drew Brees, but I just think he doesn't have the talent to. Like he's reached his max potential.
Drew Brees was a high second round pick.
Yeah, Drew Brees, like he's a lot. Their styles are much different. Like Brock Purdy
Yeah.
is a lot more
Yeah.
different than Drew Brees, and Drew,
I think young Drew Brees had a stronger arm than Brock Purdy. Like he
yeah,
mangled his shoulder and came back with a weaker arm. But when he was in San Diego, he was a second round pick for a reason. I got to take another call. Can you make one more point before you go? Do you
yeah.
have any more?
And then
Yeah.
week one, I want to mention what like Mike Tomlin's gonna have his team ready to come. Like we cannot be sleeping on
Pause.
Tomlin and the Steelers. We cannot be slacking like trying to get oh like doing this and that and getting these play action plays. Like Mike Tomlin's gonna have that defense ready. We need Brock Purdy to go. Like he needs to be ready because otherwise he could have like a 4-pick game. Like we could just straight up lose that. So
Yeah, I think the last time the Niners played the Steelers, they turned the ball over 5 times and won, thanks to Dante Pettis. Hey,
yeah,
man, how do you pronounce your name?
Tarun. Yeah.
Tarun. Nice to meet you, man.